Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to yet another exciting lesson from SAGET Tech. My name is Asaf, and I hope you enjoy this one. But please, don't forget to hit the subscribe button below this video for us to be able to keep on producing more and more of these wonderful lessons. Good day, ladies and gentlemen. In this lesson, we will be talking electronics. But first, I want to welcome you to my electronic box. My nightmare electronic box. I think you can see here. I spend hours and hours every day looking for micro components like resistors. You search. Ultimately, after getting your resistor now and your other components, more especially the resistor, you've got to look at the colors and start calculating the value, get your transistors. You start testing the legs as to which is the emitter, the base, and whatever. Hours are lost. Then the next nightmare, here it is, connecting different components on the board. This is what you have on your technology kit. This is a small board with springs. Then you need to bend the spring and connect the legs of individual components onto this, and most of the time you try to connect. If you are lucky to connect a leg, say, of the LED, you've got to connect the other components on the very same spring. It gets, the previous one gets off, is a stress, as a nightmare. Now, I don't know, if you are a teacher and you get learners in class, they take these micro components, do experiments, after struggling, they return them. Is a fact. You are going to miss a lot because they are so tiny, they lose them, and it's a mess. And therefore we came up with a strategy in order to counteract this. Now, no more this problematic circuit boards, no more this junk here. Now, we're studying a new thing. Yeah. I've started what I call the electronic wiring board. Now, we're going to do the electronic wiring board today, and I'm going to have 3 series of these lessons on electronic wiring board. This is the first one. Look out for the next 2. For you to be well conversant with what's happening in electronic wiring boards, you must watch all of them, the 3 of them. Now, how do we make our electronic board? The first thing, you get into your technology kit, you'll get a number of these sheets. These are the A4 PVC sheet. Now you just take one of them and you are going to mount all your electronic materials, components here. All your components are going to be mounted on this particular PVC board. Now, how do we mount them? You see, our components have got legs, and then you've got to put their legs here. What I did is I digged 1, 2, 3, 4 holes for the legs. 1, 2, 3, 4 individual component, and I use this brottle of mine. If you don't have a brottle, don't mind. You still can use the pair of divisors or the pair of compass just to punch the holes like this. Now, after punching 4 holes for individual component, you write the name of the component. But if it's a resistor, you just write the value of the resistor on top there. There it is a 470 ohm resistor. Now, let's see how we mount the components onto the board. The first component that I'm mounting here is the resistor. Here it is. You first push the 2 legs of the resistor through the inner holes. The inner 2 holes. Let's press it. You press it down. You press it until the resistor is flat on the board. You see, it is now flat on the board, meaning that when you turn the board over, it shows you these are the legs. These are the legs that you've been pushing. Here they appear on the other side. Now, what we're going to do is, you see, they are in the inner two holes. We are going to bend this one and put it back into this hole, and it must reappear on the other side again. We bend this one as well. It gets inside this hole. It must as well reappear on the other side. Let's do it. Here they are. I've pushed them on the outer holes. Can you see that? Here it is. This one was coming from this inner hole. Pushed it on the outer one here. This leg was coming from this inner hole. I pushed it on this outer one here. And then let's look at the other side again. Here we go. These are the legs of this resistor re-imaging in the front of the board. They are re-imaging. What we're going to do is push them flat to the sides, push them flat to the side, and voila, your resistor is fixed to the board. You can shake the board, do whatever, it will never be off the board. Now, whenever your learner want to, or you want to do experiments, you just get an extra, just one extra thing that you're not going to get into your technology kit, which are the crocodile clips. I think most of the schools do have crocodile clips in their physics labs and so forth, and you can just use those. But if your school do not have such crocodile clips, you can purchase them. I just bought a number of them for myself in town, and they are reasonable. You can buy a number of them. Those are the only things, extra things that you're going to need. But all your components, micro components, are going to be mounted on this board. After having mounted them here, remember, you're going to have to label all of them here in front. If you don't, if it's a resistor, you just put the value of the resistor. If perhaps it's a transistor, you write a transistor and you label base, emitter, collector. If it's a capacitor, you write capacitor. Let me just show you how they will look like. Actually, I'll show you how they will look like in the next lesson. Please make sure that you watch the next lesson now. In the next lesson, you will see the completed board where all my components are now mounted to the board, and we'll be talking on how then to connect them in a circuit. Thank you very much. Please subscribe and be sure to watch the next lesson of this 3 series electronic board lesson.